What's up guys, my name is Dinesh Raturi. So today we will discuss about equation of a line in 2 dimension, 3 dimension and n dimension spaces. So it is very fundamental thing that we should learn the equation of a line while solving the machine learning algorithms. And why so that we are learning equation of a line or linear algebra? Because you can see one of the finest property of a line is that it divides the whole region in two half spaces, right? Two half spaces. So what is half spaces? One half space is above the line and one half space is below the line. So it divides the whole region in two half spaces in 2 dimensions. If it is a 3 dimensions, then you can see it's if the plane in the 3 dimension, it also divides the whole region above the above the plane and below the plane. Okay, so let me make some 3 dimension diagram. So you can see this is the, if my this is my plane, then you can see x axis, y axis and z axis, right? So everything above the plane and everything below the plane, right? It divides the whole region into two half spaces. And what is the benefit we are getting after knowing the half spaces, or this region or this region? So let me tell you the example of it, right? So let's assume we are solving a machine learning problem in which we have to classify whether some review belongs to some positive class or negative class. So let's assume I have wrote like this. I have a review like this. This is an awesome application or app. So I have to tell whether this particular text is positive text or a negative text, or you can say sentiments, right? So now how would I tell this particular, or how would I solve this particular problem? Given a text, I have to classify whether it's a positive or negative text, right? So if somehow mathematically, if I'll able to get that this particular line, then I can divide the whole region into two spaces, okay? And I can tell that above the line is positive and this particular part or region is negative, or vice versa, right? So this is the reason of equation of a line we are studying. All right, I want to tell one thing over here, that in the high school you will be able to learn or you will be able to recall the equation of a line as y equals to mx plus c, right? So this is the more fundamental and basic equation of a line we have studied already, right? So over here, what is c? C is a y-intercept term. You can see in y-intercept term. So my line touches the c y-axis over here, right? So this is my c, okay? Now what is m? M is the slope of a line, right? And denoted by m equals to delta y by delta x, or you can say y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so let me tell you what is slope. Slopes tell us, slope of a line tell us that how much our line is steep, right? So if I have to see the steepness of a line, then I'll check its slope, right? So you can see over here, this is 1 point over the line and this is 2nd point over the line. Now I have to calculate its slope, right? So what I'll do is I will make this particular line over here and this line over here, right? So you can see over here that this is my line and these are my points, right? Now this is my delta y and this is my delta x, right? So you can see over here, this is some point maybe 2, this is some point maybe 3, you can see this is some point maybe you can say 4, and this is 0.5, right? 4, 5, and okay. So this is my line 3, 5, and this is my line 2, 4, right? I have to calculate y2 minus y1. Then what I'll do, 5 minus 4 upon 3 minus 2, which is 1 by 1 equals to 1. So my slope is 1, right? And what is x and y? These are my x's. So here x2 is my y, right? This is x2, this equals to y. So you can see x2 equal to mx1 plus c as per this graph. Okay, so I hope you are able to get this equation of a line, right? But now if I have to make this particular equation of a line in more generalized way, then what I'll do? So I'll say that my equation of a line in 2-dimension space, right? My equation of a line in 2-dimension space in a generalized form is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So if you are I hope you are able to recall it from your maybe senior secondary schools classes, right? Ax plus by plus c equals to 0. If it is in a 3-dimensional space, then how would I enhance this equation? So I'll do ax plus by plus cz plus d equals to 0, right? It's in a 3-dimensional space, and so on. So now if I have to make it to the n dimension spaces, then what I'll do, okay? So either I have to write is in the form of alphabets, or we can see this equation in another mathematical way. Okay, so let's replace a or b and something like these, right? Our slopes like these terms with w1, w2 and so on, and replace our c with or intercept term with w0, and our x and y axis, or you can say x1 and x2, like x and y axis with x1 and x2, like I have shown these x1 and x2. Okay, these are my axes, this is my y intercept term, and these are my these particular values, right? A and b, right? So now if I have to represent this particular equation of a line in this form, okay, so I'll replace these values with this, and can I say that it's a w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus w0 equals to 0 in 2 dimensions, like I have just replaced these values, right? If it is in a 3D, can I say that w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus w3 x3 plus w0, right? Okay, so we can move this w0 upwards like this, w0 plus w1 x1 plus w2 x2 equals to 0, right? Okay, so this is my equation of a line in 2 dimensions, more mathematically. Okay, so why we are doing this, I'll tell you why we are doing this. Okay, because while solving the machine learning problems, you must know that everyone says that you should know mathematics, right? So we are just moving this particular equation of a line to more towards the vector format, right? So that the calculations become easy for us, okay, in future. So now you can see that this is my equation of a line in 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions, right? So if I have to generalize it in a more like format, then what is the summation notation, like a summation form of a equation of a line, right? So this is another form. Okay, so I can write w0 plus, and you can see the pattern over here, right? So I can write summation I equals to 1, okay, I equals to 1 up to n, okay, my wi xi, right? So equals to 0. So this is my equation of a line in more summation format, summation form. So it is not right now, it is not in the form of vector format, right? So now we have to make it to the vector format. Okay, so how we will do that? Okay, so you can see over here that if I have to make it to the hyperplanes, right? So let me just make one more example for you, or you can say n dimension spaces. Then what I'll do, w0 plus w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus w3 x3 plus w4 x4 and so on up to wn xn, right, equals to 0. So this is my equation of a line in n dimensions because it is going to n dimensions, right? Now if I have to write the summation form of this, then what I'll do, I equals to n equal to n yi xi, right? So this is my more generalized form right now. But now I have to make it to the n dimension spaces, vector spaces, right? I have to make this equation of a line in vector format, right? Then how will I achieve that? Okay, so let's assume if we assume that this particular w is in the form of vector, right? So w plus, you can see w1 w2 w3 and so on up to wn, and you can see a dot product of x1 x2 and so on up to xn, right? So you can see over here that we are doing the dot product, right? This is the dot product. Okay, so now you can see over here that if we have to write it mathematically, more mathematically, or you can say if we have to write this particular equation of a line more mathematically, then what I'll do is I can say that it's a W0 plus W transpose X equals to 0, right? So by default, this particular is W1, W2, W3 and so on, and X is also like this, X1, X2, X3 and so on. But dot product is not possible, right? So we have moved it to W transpose X like this, in this format, right? So this is the more vectorized form of a equation of a line, which we have to always study. So now as we have seen that this is my more vectorized form of a equation of a line, right? So what if my line passes through the origin? So let's assume this is my line, okay, and it passes through the origin, okay. So you can see if it passes through the origin, so 0, 0, then what will be the equation of a line? So in that case my W0 becomes 0, right? So W0 is the intercept term. So let me define what is these values are, right? So what is W0? It's an intercept term, like we have seen, it's an intercept, okay, where my line touches to the y-axis, okay. X is a vector, okay, X is a vector, or you can say these are my data points like x1, x2, x3 and so on up to xn in the form of vector. And again, what is W? W is normal to the plane. Normal to the plane, it is also a vector, right? So you can see if this is my line, okay, and all these points are there like x1, x2, x3, x4 and so on, and here also, right? This is my hyperplane pi. In that case, W is my vector which is normal to the plane. Always remember. So if we do the like vectorized form, if we see the vectorized form, then we have to look the geometric way of intuitions like this. So W is a vector which is normal to the plane pi, okay, and x1, x2, x3, all these are or you can say X are the vector of data points, right? So these are my data points, okay, and X belongs to R dimensions, W is also belongs to the R dimensions, okay, where W0 is a scalar quantity. Always remember, it's a scalar one, okay. So this is my whole crux of the equation of a line, where and if it passes through the origin, then equation of a line is W transpose X plus 0 equals to 0. X like intercept terms become 0 and W transpose X equals to 0. So this is my equation of a line in hyperplanes if my line passes through the origin. So to solve the machine learning algorithms in future, we always assume that our line passes through the origin, because it is a plus minus some scalar quantity won't affect too much on the algorithms, right? So we always assume that it passes through the origin to simplify our algorithms, right? So now you can see over here that we have find out that this is my equation of a line, right? So in the next video, what I'll make is that if I have to calculate the distance between these points, okay, from a distance of a point from the plane, okay, then I'll make another video on this, and it will be more beneficial for us to calculate the classification or to solve the classification problems, right, in future. So if you really like my videos, then do subscribe my channel, and do let me know that if you haven't understand any of the concepts that I have taught you today.